Hello and welcome back to FM Casual. My name is obviously Lawrence, and I hope you were able to catch the last video introducing this brand new save, Amateur to All-Star. Now we've got the job hunt. I think it's about time we get into it. Okay, so as mentioned in the previous video, we are only able to take charge of amateur football teams, and ideally that'll be in the lowest level of the German Football League. But we're not fussy. We're not fussy at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look and I'm going to see which jobs come up and are amateur. I think there's a fair few to go through. I haven't moved forward since the last video. I just literally continued on. That's why I'm wearing the same clothes. Got a bit of free time, so I thought I might as well just get a bit of work done. So let's go work through all of these teams and see if any of them pass the name check, and if any of them are actually amateurs. I'll catch you in a minute. Well, I know I'm back very, very quickly. That's because I've spent the past 5 minutes and 22 seconds, 5, going through different teams to apply for. I thought I'd set a timer after I applied for the first few because it got, there's a lot here. I'm still only on the Bs and I've applied for 34 jobs. I opened up the inbox and checked one of them out. So 34 jobs in 5 minutes, and that's how far I've gone. Well, this is going to be a bit of this is going to be very, very tiring. I think I'm going to be sick of all these teams. In fact, the name check has already gone out the window. At the moment, if you're amateur, I'm applying for you. That's literally it. I'll be fussy on the other side. I'll catch you in a minute. Well. That took much longer than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. The time has just come into an end. All amateur jobs have been applied for, and 38 minutes have passed. Just applying for jobs. I sure hope one of them wants me anyway. So, as you can tell, just to prove it all, look at all these applications. All of these applications. There was over 250 applications. That took a long time. I think it's about time we now skip forward a little bit. I stop my timer and I jump in and see if anyone wants to offer us an interview. Surely one has to buy it, at least. I mean, I can't spend 39 minutes searching for jobs. You never know. Well, after waiting not that long, actually, I think it's a matter of days, we've now actually had some interviews come through. Looking at this, there's over 40 interviews. Let's make sure. Oh my word. Well, we were unsuccessful for one. How the hell did how on earth did I not even make their shortlist? Didn't want you anyway, Calcio, Leinfelden, Echterdingen. I think I said that right. Didn't want you anyway. And oh my word. I think it's about time I do some interviews. I think I'm going to go for the names first. See which one looks like it's going to be the one for me. See if the name passes the name test. And we'll probably jump into that interview. Well, guys. I think I've chosen a team that I like the sound of their name. VfB Fortuna Chemnitz. 2,800 capacity stadium. Stadion an der Chemnitztalstraße. Anyone that's German out there, feel free to correct my pronunciation, but I think that was pretty close. Amateur team in the German Saxony League, and yeah, I like the look of that name. The kit's kind of nice. Let's have a look at them, and they've not played a game yet. They won their friendly. Let's have a quick look over the team, shall we? They were just relegated. Well, I say just relegated. Over a decade ago, actually, from the Oberliga. They're expected to finish 13th. I think that's them. Yep. Up 10th on the table. 4-4-2, they're reckoning, is the best formation. I don't think that'll last very long with me. Let's jump into this interview, shall we? I think I've got a good chance of this one. Well, here we are. Our first interview for this save. Jonas Fuchs is here with us. Pretty standard looking boardroom. Kind of thing I'd expect for this level. Okay, hello FM. We've invited you along today so we can put forward our vision for the club and work and allow you to suggest any alterations for us to consider should we decide to hire you. It's great to be here. Let's get started. You're up for a few jobs at the moment. Few jobs. Just the 250 odd jobs. Well, probably 249 now after we just got rejected. Are you hedging your bets? No, I think I'm considering my options. I think that's fair to say. Long-term vision. Let's have a look and see what they're looking to do. Top half finish in the Saxon Liga. Be competitive in the Saxon Pokal. So I guess that means they're in Saxony. And they want us just maintain the top half finish. I like the look of that. Will it exceed that? But I like the look of it as a basic target. I think it's a fair target to aim for. Do you have anything to request for us to consider? Should we decide to hire you? I think I'm good, thanks. I think that was the quickest interview I've ever done. Because that was at least 5 questions and then see you later. I think I'm going to get the job. What I'm going to do now is go through all of the rest of the interviews that have been lined up for me. And we'll see if anyone else fancies me. I am liking the look of these guys, though. I don't know. I feel like Fortuna Chemnitz have a chance. And one of the interesting perks and the reasons why, if anyone's wondering why they have a lot of stadiums, especially with decent capacities, and I believe a lot of these are real ones, is because of the way that Germany's history worked out with the Cold War. Interesting fact, because of the way it was split, in East and West Germany, you had 2 fully fledged football leagues, really. And I would imagine, if we have a look at their competition's domestic lead, if they're from Saxony, I think Saxony, yeah, the GDR 2B. Now, for any history buffs out there, you'll know, obviously, that's the the Democratic Republic of Germany, which I believe was East Germany. So they were in the second tier, Group B of that. A decent enough history. Let's have a look at their competitions. Well, if they've got any honours. They won the German Saxony League once, 2011. So they've got a little bit of silverware. They've got no money in the account, but it's a very professional squad, given that it is an amateur team. So I think I could do something with these. I think I could do something. I mean, their stadium, is poor. It's owned by the council, which is a bit handy. I don't think there's any costs associated. Everything is very minimal, but I've got a good feeling about VfB. VfB Fortuna Chemnitz. Never know. We could be the next big thing. Next big thing since Hoffenheim. You never know. Anyway, I'll catch you in a moment once I've gone through all of these interviews. Well, that is all of those interviews out of the way. All surprisingly quick and easy. All seemingly amateur teams, I think. I didn't check once I started going through them. But you know what? I've got Chemnitz on my mind. I've had a lot of interviews, come my way. I've chosen not to speak to them. I mean, Sky Sports, why they don't want to speak to me, I don't quite know. But yeah, I've got a really strong feeling about Chemnitz. I don't know what it is. I could just imagine their name in a Champions League stadium, winning the final, and everything just going off. I can see it now. I can see Chemnitz's name up there now. Let's go and see if they'll come in for me, or if I'm going to have to deal with any more interviews. I'm not going to take that as an insult. I think I'll be quite a good manager for a lot of these teams. We'll have to see what happens next. Well, that was very, very quick. I've got even more interviews. Let me just see if we've got any... Oh, crikey. There's a lot of interviews here. A lot of people rejecting me, which I find laughable, personally. Let's see if there's been an offer yet. I've got a fair few interviews. Nope, no offers just of yet, but we've got plenty of interviews to go through, so I could go through them. Nah. What we'll do, I'll see you on the other side. We'll get these ones out of the way too. I'm sure they'll probably have a fair few offers coming in for me any moment now. Well, I thought I'd keep on going. I got those interviews done and dusted, and I thought, yeah, it must be an offer on the way soon. No, 74 more inbox messages, and it looks like a lot more interview offers. I think I'm just going to come back when I have my first offer. I think I'm just going to have to keep on working through these. I'm sure there'll be something coming very, very soon. I've been rejected a few jobs, a few offers. There's even a team called SSG Nikola Tesla. But not a single job offer. I think I'm going to go crazy from how many interviews I'm going to actually do. I should be appreciative, but really, I just think I want to get an offer now. I'll catch you when I get one. Well, hold the phone. I was just going through my latest inbox of job interviews, and Fortuna Chemnitz have come in for an offer. I'm very grateful they've come in so quickly. But there's been a lot of interviews I've gone through. Let's have a look, see if anyone else is offering me a job. Got a fair few more interviews. I think they're the only ones who. Oh, hello, there we are. Schleswig IF. Now, this is a really, really interesting team. If you've noticed, a lot of Scandinavian teams have IF and all that stuff in them. The reason why the team Schleswig IF has that is because obviously Schleswig is the Danish name or Danish word for Schleswig, which is a little bit of a region in northern Germany, and it's fresh on the border of Denmark. Once upon a time was part of Denmark, hence why obviously they've probably got this still in existence as a club. I imagine looking at the club, it doesn't say. Let's see if we can find out when they were formed. No, it doesn't say when they were formed, but I would imagine they're probably an old team, which is why they've kept that. They've kept their roots. So Schleswig IF have offered a job. Wolfhagen, don't really remember applying for them or going through the process, but they've offered a job as well. Who else? That's it. I think I've got to take. I think I've got to take the Chemnitz job. I don't know what it is. But I just, maybe it's the blue and yellow away kit. They're pretty reasonably followed, 683 followers. They've got a decent bank balance. They've lost the first game of the season, so because of the way the German league works out, with the way that this has been set up, the season starts pretty early on, which means that getting in place for the first job is almost for the first game is almost impossible. I've got a good feeling about them. I don't know what it is. He looks decent enough. I mean, that's a tackle. 15 tackling and 12 crossing. And he's 18. It came from Chemnitz FC. Is there any affiliation? No, they're not affiliated to us. I think I'm going to have to take it, aren't I? I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to take it. Here I am. I'm going to go. I'm going to press it. I'm pressing it. My. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have the team chosen. It's VfB Fortuna Chemnitz. Fortuna Chemnitz have today confirmed the appointment of FMCasual as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 26-year-old, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Stadion and Chemnitz Francis Banecki was considered to be the favourite for the job. Well, Francis is nowhere near as good as me. But the club eventually moved in a different direction, and I rejected the bids from FSV Rot-Weißer Wolfhagen and Schleswig FIF. I think this is going to be a good save. I think we can make a lot with this team. Let's get jumping into what their situation is. So Jonas Fuchs, as we met previously, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to Fortuna Chemnitz. Ahead of discussions regarding the club's vision and objectives, we prepared a welcome pack to help you settle into your new home. It does feel pretty comfortable. I'm not getting paid any money, and being British, I don't know how on earth they've got a work permit for me, but we'll just gloss over that. This is a momentous day and truly a sign of great things to come. Do you know what, Jonas Fuchs? I completely agree with you. I really do. Now, we haven't got a director of football or an assistant manager in place at the moment. I did have it checked so that there would be no kind of random staff generated. Now, when we look at our situation, got poor training facilities, poor youth facilities, limited youth recruitment. Not too bad. Fierce rivals, we haven't got any, and we were founded in 2005, so still a very, very, very fresh team. 12-year barren spell. I mean, in fairness, the team's less than 20 years old. In fact, I'm older than this football team. I think this is giving Hoffenheim vibes. Really is giving Hoffenheim vibes. So this is what they reckon our best squad is. A 4-2-3-1. That's how I play, and I like that. That's how I prefer to set my team up. Be competitive in the Saxon Pokal and record a top half finish in the league. Supporters only want us to stay in this league, which is a big positive, and their culture is just to strive to make progress on and off the pitch. I'll honestly have them feeding out of the palm of my hand. I think we might as well schedule the press conference, shall we? Playing time, we've got a fair few youngsters. Michael Schmidt doesn't look very good. Leonard Sheik, I think he's one of the guys that they noted as being like a future potential player. So we go club info. Soren Albelt is the captain. I mean, he's very, very good at reflexes. He's really, really good at kind of just making. He's just dropped 3 goals in the last game. But I'm here 5.9. His passing wasn't very good, and I like to play passing even if we're not that high up. I don't know. I don't think he's that bad. Let's try and compare him to the best goalkeeper in the league. Best goalkeeper in the league is Klauder. We compare him with Søren. I mean, he's better shot stopper than him. He's a better shot. He's not as good, but he's a better shot stopper. His reflex. I really like his reflexes. I really do like his reflexes. Let's have a quick look, see what else we can do. Tactical direction. We'll get this set up quickly. I love a gegenpress. People can say what they want. It may work best in the game. That's probably because it's the best tactic to use. I've always preferred a 4-3-3. That I like being a Mazzana, but I think a 4-2-3-1 is probably going to be a good stable basis, especially given we just shipped 3 goals in the first game. I think it's pretty clear, though, he's going to have to be a goalkeeper on defend. I mean, his passing is just not good enough. So we'll get into playing around with that in a moment. Let's have a quick look at the club information. So we've obviously seen this before. I wonder what let's have a look at the last game. So we played a 4-4-2, which was understandably poor. Let's see if I can get. How many? Yeah, well, 47 away fans. So we took 47 fans with us. Pretty good at this level. I think this is good. I'm just looking forward to this, and even better, the supporters only have a moderate influence on the board, which is always good to see. We've only got 100 season ticket holders though, so we haven't got loads of money coming in every year. Balance is £803, but we're expecting to have a positive balance come the end of the year. And yeah, I think we have to get our under. Crikey, there's a lot of them here. Let's have to get these into the senior team, and let's have a look and see who we've got. Oh, you can't play. Crikey, there's a lot that are under 16 that can't play in this division. Hide them back in the under 19s. Goodbye. Yep, all under that age. Perfect. And then look at the under 16s we've got. Oof. There's a lot of work to do, but I've got a good feeling about it. Albelt's. Oh, crikey, no. Please don't go. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't know why on earth my. I don't know why on earth that came up. Oh no. Well, I mean, look at this. He'd improved the starting 11 for a lot of teams in the same level as us. He'd actually fit into the starting 11 for some of these teams in the division above us, which is... No, wait, that's our league. Crikey. It's just so many different names. Good lord. So he'd improve a lot of teams looking at this. I think it's about time we get into our press conference. Oh, I know, set pieces. So I do not like doing set pieces. I like that they brought this in, but for me, it's nothing different. Counter attack, near post. I like to stay high doing swingers. Jobs are good. And not a massive fan of having to jump into these quite regularly. But once it's set up, it's set up. You very rarely have to touch it again. Now, where is my press conference? We've got a game in a couple of days' time against Radeboiler BC08. And I have no idea who I'm going to play for it. I've got no staff. Yep, no staff. Introduce myself to the squad. Let's go for it. We'll see what they say. Once it's a chance, yep. There we are. On behalf of the team, I'd like to welcome you and look forward to playing under your management. Thank you, Kench. I mean, you know, it's a bit disappointing he's not a defender because, I mean, a jumping reach of 14 is impressive for a player. I don't even know how to describe him. He's a very interesting player. Very interesting. I don't want to talk about anything else. If I disrupt the dynamics before I've even got started, that's not a good sign. Now, are we going to have our press conference today? Are we going to have our press conference today? Yes, we are. Here we are. So there's one person there. Joel Collard. One football. Hello, Joel. Let's get started, shall we? I'm honoured and excited. It feels so good to be here. It does, actually. I'm looking forward to this team. I'm not concerned about my age. I don't have a reputation at all. So if this is how you're going to be quite generous and softball to me, I'm not going to complain. I consider myself entirely appropriate for the job. Yes, we do have lofty ambitions. I think so much potential. There is a lot of potential here. It's sometimes be a Fortuna Chemnitz player. How important are Fortuna Chemnitz fans as the club strives for the next level? They're very committed. I have no idea if they are. But they want basic expectations, so I can't complain. It's not a short-term thing. We have a vision and a plan to bring consistent success. I think that's a good approach. I think we have to maintain a balance for training. Don't want my players completely knackered so we have no chance in the games. Winning mentality is key. We do have a high standard player. Maybe we have a high standard player, I'm not sure. Yep, we will be bringing in some staff, absolutely, Joel. I have no idea what position, because I have no idea who we've got. I do not want to lose him, because I have no idea how good he is, but he looks pretty handy. It is an unforgiving industry, and you have to look after the players. We want to do well in the league. That's the key focus. The priority is the league, absolutely. But if we can try and get ourselves, moving in the right direction, that'll be great. So let's have a look at the fixtures and schedule that we've got. So we've got Radebeul, Markranstadt, Chemie Leipzig, Taucher, Glauchau. It does lighten off around that time. There's not that many teams in this division. There's 16. So there's not many teams, but that means there's less margin for error. We want to go up first time of asking, which is really going to be important. It's going to be key to getting promoted first time of asking. We really need to try and turn this team around. Number of targets before the first game. Get in some staff. Get the players training a tactic. And win. I think that's the key. And we're playing against the team that are second. And they look like they did pretty well. Yeah, they won 2-0 against Markleberg. But on the plus side, there is in December to January there is a winter break, so that's a good opportunity to try and recharge the batteries for the players But yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely key. I mean, we had that going on there. We had a preseason game which was key. Team cohesion is not great. Atmosphere is pretty good for just starting out, and the support is a good level. So there's a lot of potential here. I think when we look at it, I'm not going to come back. So I don't think we're going to look at playing this game on video. I've got a feeling that's going to end pretty painfully. Probably come back for the Chemie Leipzig game and the Talca game. Have enough time and get a chance to build up a bit of a squad, get some players in, and really start turning this team around. I think that's where we're going to come back next. It's the most logical stopping point anyway. Well, there we go, folks. That is the end of this video. We've achieved a lot in this video. We've started out with no job, and now we have a job, and it's with the amateur side for Fortuna Chemnitz. A lot of potential with this team, and they're just speaking to me. I think we're going to go all the way. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with this series. And thank you very much for watching.